Alright, I received another screener. I might be a little late for this review, but it's One Night in Tokyo. What did I think about being in Tokyo? I think I'd like to visit it for at least more than one night, though. Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon reviewing One Night in Tokyo. What's about pretty simple premise. You have a guy going to Tokyo to meet his girlfriend. But you know what? His girlfriend's like, I think we need to see each other. We just got to split up. We just got to split up, man. And he's like, you should have told me this before I probably spent thousands of dollars. And now he's basically in a country by himself with a lot of people not speaking English, Japanese, and will he stay more than one night? So did I like this film? This is a very cute film. I won't lie, though. The first 15-20 minutes, I was like, what are we trying to do with this story? But when you actually get to a point of the cultural relevance of this film, basically a person that can't speak English having a relationship with a person that can't speak Japanese, how to communicate, and just going through Tokyo in one night, I'm just surprised how much fun I have with this movie. It was just fun. So positives. It looks good. The acting's well done. And I just think I haven't seen a movie like this in quite some time where even though there's a language barrier, they do something very unique and fun with it. But also just like knowing that whoever goes to another country just out of the blue, it's going to be a difficult freaking time. And I think that does well of showing it what it is. Especially when he goes to a bar for the first time to, like, you know, listen to three girls talking in Japanese, and he's just sitting in the corner, right? Just like, what am I doing? But then there's a Japanese guy who's trying his hardest to, like, you know, keep him in the conversation. It's like, oh, that's kind of fun, but it's not at the same time, like, I've been in that situation where I've been in Portugal in a meeting, and everyone speaks Portuguese, and I kind of have a translator right here, and I'm just thinking, like, yeah, I'm the odd man out. I mean, I could learn, I could hear what they're saying for a little bit. Like, it's not 100%, but I'm like, okay, I know what they're trying to say. I know what they're trying to say. But of course, that translator really helps in that scenario. And this does it that way. Then it translates into, like, you know, something happened with her boyfriend and his girlfriend. Wink, wink. You just kind of know what the story's going to do there. But then now it's just them two going out in Tokyo. And at first, you're just thinking, like, because they can't talk to each other, trying to figure it out. And he finally brings out his phone, and you're just like, oh, duh. I mean, of course, and that's how they're doing the conversation. But then something else happens, and the phone disappears. And that's where I think the story kind of goes even more fun, where even though the phone's gone, they don't know what they're saying, but the audience slash camera slash characters are acting like they know what they're talking about. And it goes to straight, just text on a screen. He's speaking English, she's speaking Japanese, and there's good cues of, like, when he's on speaking, she goes. When she's on, he goes. And vice versa, vice versa. And you're just like, that's smart. That's taking the phone. That's taking the, the distractor away from the audience to just get you more into the character's experience of, like, trying ice cream sandwiches and understanding her backstory, understanding his backstory, maybe stealing from the store, or a cultural thing about, you know, praying and clapping your hands and bringing a bell and doing things like that. Then at the very end of, like, you know what? Even though humans are the same, even though we're all from different parts of the world, even though we have different cultural experience, different backgrounds, every single person, every single Japanese person has a different background, every single American, white guy, black guy, Asian guy, Hispanic guy, Mexican guy, Nigerian guy, Italian guy, you know what I'm getting at? Even though you could say, oh, they look the same, every single person has a different experience, and I like what this movie shows with that dilemma. And then just the end of, and that's what I'm trying to get at, right, is even though you might not have that, all those differences, culture, language, where you're from, etc., you're human. You want the human connection. You want to connect with someone. Even though you might not understand them, there could be a special bond. And I think that movie really shines with that message, and I had a great time with what it was trying to say. Yes, like I said, the first 15-20 minutes, I was a little bit concerned with some of the acting. I was a little bit concerned with where the story was going, because I was like, it's going to be a little bit conventional, but it takes a great turn after the restaurant, and you're just like, okay, I like what the story's doing. I like how the writing's going. And I think it's just a fun, just great human experience movie. So One Night in Tokyo will receive a 4 out of 5 with futons because at 80%. Let's see who the critics and review scores gave this one. So you have critics, there's 3 of them. We have a positive, a positive, and a positive. Then we have fewer than 50 for the audience score. No critic consensus. So 180. Chase Hawk here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One of the things, Bluetopia, you Blue Tony, and thank you for watching. Have a great day. I can watch this tape tomorrow, week from month, or year from every single freak of one of you. Peace and love, and yeah, just be good to one another.